Interestingly enough, growing up, I played field hockey in Jamaica.
I grew up in Nelson, British Columbia, raised in Edmonton where we moved when I was 5.
Je viens d'une juridiction où tout le monde adore le hockey, tout le monde adore les Canadiens de Montréal.
There wasn't much to do other than play hockey.
At the end of the day, no matter what color we are, where we come from, we're all people.
As a young Algonquin woman who is trying to navigate the legal profession, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy applying to law school. It hasn't been easy getting through law school.
There have been a few instances, I'd say, of microaggression. Mistaken for a registrar, a secretary, a court reporter, but never the lawyer.
The word was out there that if you tell employers that you're a minority, that's the best way to get your resume to be put into the garbage bin.
And when my racialized colleagues get up in the morning, they have to put on a suit of armor.
I have to fortify myself literally when I leave the home. Depends on what's on the news cycle that day.
The legal profession is a bit of an elite profession that was not as nearly as inclusive as it should be. We have a mandate to govern the profession in the public interest, and that means including upholding human rights laws and thinking about how we are representative of the public that we serve.
So I have the good fortune of being able to volunteer with the Federation of Asian Canadian Lawyers. We do our best to try to promote inclusion, diversity, and equity across the bar.
In terms of the challenges to diversity in this profession, it has to go way back to elementary school. It has to go back to high school. It has to go back to, again, I think the images that are projected that are options for children of color.
What can we do to enforce those equity standards to ensure we have that diversity?
The reality is right now the power structures are largely the people responsible for the barriers that the racialized licensees are facing. So the work's going to have to be done at that level first. And in order to do that, people are going to have to come to terms with the problem itself.
We have certain ways of doing things in the law and legal procedure that we assume all came from a good place. When you go to court, you bow and you say certain things, you dress certain ways. We have to ask whether or not it fits with equality as a fulsome concept.
I want to see a panel of judges who are reflective of the diversity of my clientele.
Seeing lawyers with familiar faces, seeing lawyers that resemble who I am at law firms.
We must be diverse and we must all embrace diversity, and I think that will show results over the longer term in how the profession changes its complexion.